Hello and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about everything that I hope to make in spring. I'm trying to be reasonable about the amount of things that I can make in 3 months. This pile behind me doesn't look super reasonable, so we'll see how much I actually get done. If you've been watching my channel for a while, you may know that I'm trying to make my wardrobe entirely from scratch. I want everything to be very versatile and layerable and to kind of go together so that I have a very warm wardrobe for these Canadian winters. It has been positive the last few days here in Alberta, and that is excellent. It gets me dreaming about spring and everything that I want to wear in the warmer weather. I'm challenging myself not to buy any clothing this year at all, and so far it's gone pretty well. My only caveats are I'm allowed to buy stockings and tights because I can't make those myself. I need to wear compression stockings for medical reasons, so I'm allowed to buy those. And then tights, I bought 3 pairs at the beginning of the year to wear under my dresses because I don't like my legs, and stockings make me like my legs a little better. Let's move on to my sewing plan. I'm going to try and organize this in such a way of the things that I want to make right away and then move on to things that are lesser priority so that the things that you see first are things I'm most likely going to make. The first thing I want to make is a pair of pants. I have not made pants in a few months. I've never made a pair of pants that I feel are successful and that I wear regularly. This year, I want to make a pair of pants that I'll actually wear regularly and that will be a staple in my wardrobe. The first pair of pants that I plan to make this spring is the Chanterelle pants by Sew Liberated. I've only made one of Sew Liberated's patterns before, and that was the Sylvan jacket. I just finished that last week. I like it a lot, but I think my fabric choice was wanting because I didn't want it to look too dressy, too much like a blazer, and it ended up looking very dressy. The Chanterelle pants and shorts are an elastic waist pant pattern. You can either do inset pockets or exterior pockets, and then there's butt pockets as well, which is useful. I need butt pockets. I need as many pockets as I can get in my pants because I wear them to work, and so they need to be functional. It also has 2 different leg options. One is a straight leg and one has like a pleat in the back, which I think is really cute. I've always liked bubble pants, and I think that these are those. The only thing I don't like about this pant is the elastic waist, and the reasoning behind that, because I know most people love elastic waist, is that my waist is 2 sizes smaller than my hips, which is why probably I've never successfully made a pair of pants. It's very hard to fit my waist and my hips at the same time in a pair of pants. But the Chanterelle pants have an extension pack called the Zipper Extension Pack that makes it so that the top of the pant is zippered, which seems like it will fit more easily over my hips if I can open up the zipper, and then they'll actually fit me, which I'm hoping is true. We will see. This is probably going to be the next thing that I make. I need more pants in my life. I only have 3 pairs of pants that fit me right now, and one of them is wearing out. I got this fabric at the thrift store this summer. I'm going to use this twill fabric. I believe it's cotton, but it may be synthetic. I don't really care, I just like the color, and there's enough here to make a pair of pants. Even though you should make a practice pair of pants, I'm going to dive right in because I think that the way that these pants are constructed, they should fit pretty quick. I am going to do the full butt adjustment on them, as well as raise the waist about 1 inch because I have a long torso, and this will hopefully be a lovely pair of pants that I wear for many years to come. The nice thing about the zipper extension pack that I forgot to mention is that the back of the waistband is still elasticated, so it will still fit quite snugly around the waist, but have that extra opening of the zipper to fit over my hips. The next item I want to make is a pattern that I bought when I told myself I wouldn't be buying patterns because it went on like a 60% off sale, and that just felt too good to be true. It is the Coraline top. I can't remember who it's by, but I'll put it up here. I have the pattern already printed out, but I have to tape it together yet. And I got this white cotton shirting at the thrift store this summer, and this is what I'm going to use to make that. I don't really have much to say about this pattern. I really like the collar and the ruffle. I'm probably not going to do the pleating around the waist. I want it to be baggy around the waist so that I can tuck it into my high-waisted trousers and it'll flow out. I wanted this pattern because I really like the collar on it, and I've been knitting more of my own clothes. I want to have collars that stick out over my knits, and I think this shirt will be perfect for that. I also really like 1890s to 1910s blouse styles, the Gibson blouse, and this I think gives a bit of the Gibson blouse aesthetic with a more modern twist. So I'm excited about making that. This is another pattern that I want to make relatively quickly. I think it's called the Maya bra. I will have who it's by here. This is a free bra pattern that I've never tried before. It's full coverage, which all of my bra patterns that I have aren't full coverage, they're belconette. So I'm really interested to try this. I have this fabric that I got at the thrift store. It's this gorgeous blue. I will line the bra with this, and I will have the exterior of the bra in this color. And then the cradle I will do with marquisette so that it's stable. I am gonna do foam cups, and then the back will be power net. This will probably be a video. I'm going to do 2 videos on making underwear and bras. And in this bra video, I'm going to do 2 pairs of bras. I'm going to do this one and then the Black Beauty, which you will see here by Emerald Erin, which I've made before. It's a tried and true pattern. I just have to refigure out my size in that pattern because I have lost a bit of weight. Moving on, also with this fabric, I want to make a slip dress. I was looking at my bias cut slip pattern, which is a free pattern that I got and I will link below. I wore a version of that I made a few years ago, just last weekend, and I really don't like how bias patterns twist around you. Maybe I didn't do it properly. I cut it at the wrong angle or something, but I don't like how it twists. I was thinking of using the goldenrod dress. I'll put a picture here because this is very faded. Making it in a size that's a little big for me and excluding the sleeve, and then it's just like a basic fitted dress. And I would also exclude the pockets. So I'm going to use this and the goldenrod dress pattern to make myself a slip. I also want to make a proper goldenrod dress. I've made one before, but I'm calling it a mock-up because I made it out of scrubs that my husband got me for free from the hospital. They were going to throw them out, and I made a dress out of them last year around this time. I never wear it because I don't like the color of the scrubs, but I think this is a gorgeous pattern and I want to wear it. I don't have a fabric chosen out for this dress yet. I do have this IKEA blanket that I got last year. It is cotton double gauze. It's dark green on one side and light green on the other. I was considering using this to make the dress, but I kind of want to use this for something special because I don't get cotton double gauze very often. I don't know what I'm going to use this for, but I'm not sure that the goldenrod dress is the right thing for it. That's to be determined. Coming up relatively quickly is a video that I filmed this past month of myself making underwear. I had a lot of fun making that underwear. It only took me a day to make 7 pairs of underwear. I used 3 different patterns. That video is upcoming, so if you're interested in watching that, subscribe so that you can see that. In that video, all the underwear appeared to fit quite well, but once I washed them after making them, they were quite a bit too small. So I need to make more that fit more comfortably. I don't know what happened, if it was like the elastic that shrunk, because all my fabric was pre-washed. I don't know if I cut out the wrong size and just didn't realize, but it fit, or the try-on portion. I'm gonna make more underwear. I got this pink jersey at the thrift store. It was $8. I think there's 2 meters here. I don't typically wear such a bright pink, but this is for undergarments. Nobody's gonna see it except for me and my husband. I believe it is cotton, which is excellent, but just in case, I have this cotton t-shirt that I've been cutting up for the gusset. It's 100% cotton. It's important to have a cotton breathable gusset. And I think that the pink and the striped blue look really nice together. And then I have the last of my fold over elastic for that. And I'm going to use the same fold over elastic, even if this is what caused that other underwear to shrink. I'm going to be cutting out a bigger size. This is my favorite underwear pattern. It's the Friday French cut. I also really like the Acacia underwear pattern, which is a free pattern if you don't want to spend money on a pattern. They will both be linked below, but they are also in my upcoming underwear video. They will be featured. Last time I made it in the size large. This time I'm going to make the extra large, and hopefully if there's any shrinkage this will make it fit me better. For reference, my hips are 44.5 inches at the fullest part, and my waist is 33 inches. So that is more than 10-inch difference between my waist and my hips. It makes it hard to choose a size. This is the last section of things that I want to make. It's 3 different blouse patterns. I have this pattern for like 80s style blouses, and I think that these will look really nice with cardigans as well. This one specifically, I really like how it looks. I love the puff sleeve on that, but I think the straight sleeve of this is more practical because it'll fit under cardigans better. This is the fabric I have for that. It is a cotton, maybe polyblend shirting material that I got at the thrift store. It's very soft, it has a nice drape, and I think this will make a lovely button up. Next up is another pattern I got from the thrift store. This is again from like the Gibson Girl era. I call this the Gibson Girl blouse. I've never made it before. I can't decide which version I want to make. I definitely want the one with the collar, not the mandarin collar, but I don't know if I want to do ruffles or this like pleated section here. I like how this is contrasting where on this one all the stripes go in different directions. I have this rayon material. I got this at the thrift store. I don't typically love working in rayon. I don't like how rayon slips so much, but I have so much of this, I should make a blouse out of it. So maybe I'll do this version in this fabric, doing the fun things with the directional stripes. The last blouse I want to talk about is the Vetiver blouse by French Navy Patterns. I have this thicker stripe. It's a navy blue and a white that I got at the thrift store. Surprise, surprise. This is definitely 100% cotton. I want to make the Vetiver top probably the long sleeve version, which is the extension version with the ruffles still. I like the collar. The last time I made this, I used too thick of an interfacing. I don't really wear it that much because the collar sits funny. I don't know if that's a me thing or a pattern thing, but I'm going to try just using thinner interfacing and only interfacing one of the collar pieces instead of the top and the bottom, and maybe that will fix that issue. This one, I was also thinking of playing with the stripes. There's 4 different pattern pieces for the entire bodice, and I was thinking it would be interesting for the stripes to go the same on the center one and then the opposite way on the side ones, and same as on the back. And then the sleeves, I don't know if I would want the stripes to go down my arm or around my arm. And that's all the blouse patterns I wanted to talk about. There's one more pattern I want to talk about. It is the bow shirt dress pattern by Roberts Wood. I have a video coming out pretty soon that is me making this dress in time for a concert that I went to just this past weekend. I made it out of a bunch of cotton flannels in various shades of blue that I got from the thrift store. I believe I made it in a size too large, though it does fit pretty comfortably. Most likely, I'm only going to be wearing that garment as loungewear from now on, even though it's very warm with the cotton, which is nice to go out in winter. I don't love how it looks very loungewear-y and not very go out-y. I don't know how to describe that better. In that video, I discussed making another shirt dress thing in a smaller size using the proper seam allowance because I believe it calls for 3/8 seam allowance and I used a 1/4 seam allowance throughout the whole thing, and so that also contributed to the fact that it was too big for me, but I also made it in a size too big for me, which, you know, probably has an effect as well. I got 5 men's shirts from the thrift store recently. These 5 I think go very nice together, with this being the contrasting one on the bottom, and then these 2 working together as one color, and then the top 2 working together as one color. That's the last thing I want to sew this spring. So I want to make 10 things this spring in 3 months. Let's see if I can successfully make 10 items, although it's more than 10 because I'm making 5 pairs of underwear and 2 bras. And that's just my sewing plans, not even including my knitting and crocheting plans. I don't know if I can do it, but it doesn't really matter because if I don't, then I will just continue some of these plans through till summer. These are the things I've been thinking about. I want to thank you so much for watching my videos and for subscribing. I now have over 300 subscribers as of filming, which is super duper exciting. And I'm very pleased to have you all here and to share my crafting experiences with you. I hope to see you around. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.